all my friends in the projects, that my buddies, I started cutting their hair. But then he got me a job, and this is where I got all my practice. He got me a job. First thing, he put in for my apprentice license, and he took the numbers off of his license to sponsor me, for school.
Yeah.
He got me a job working in Harlem Hospital.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
In the satellite unit.
Uh-huh.
Satellite unit is like that destitute, that run out of drugs.
Yeah.
They put them in there, and they had to get them haircuts and cut the hair. Now I got a check at the end of the week. It wasn't like you get paid per head.
Yeah.
I just got one flat check, but it was a job.
Yeah.
And I was getting my practice.
Nice.
So in there, I was glad I was able to do that instead of going to a school.
Yeah.
Because the school, you cut hair. If a person come in, you might charge them $5, $6 for a haircut, so you can make a little money. But it's not necessarily you're going to get somebody with straight hair.
Yeah.
There, all type of people was coming through there.
So you got a lot of experience.
White, black, Chinese, Hispanic, straight hair.
And 45
curly.
years later, you're still a skill that you're made of life out of, a career.
Well, once he had a curly afro, really nice afro, curly hair.
Yeah.
I used to be like, yo, man, when you gonna let me cut your hair? And he used to cut his own hair with a mirror. He was nice. The dude was nice.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful to God because he gave that to me.
Yes.
He knew that I wanted it.
Yeah.
He gave it to me. This dude was nice. When I say nice, that's why I'm nice.
Yes.
I am nice.
Yes.
When I cut hair, women's hair, I do eyebrow arching. I can take somebody with no hair and give them dreads.
Wow.
I know there's nothing I can't do with hair.
45 years.
But I've been cutting hair professionally since I was 17. So you gotta think. I started when I was like 12. My mom died 13. I kept at it.
Oh, so your mom passed knowing that you had gotten this skill?
No, not really. She knew that I was learning.
No, but that's beautiful. Yeah.
My mom was in ICU. And I never seen my mom like that. With a tube going to her vagina, urine.
Yeah.
That's the strongest woman I ever seen. So I never seen her like that. So I'm standing there, and she had cancer in her pancreas, which, what that does for your body. Hey, baby girl, how you doing? How mama?
She's doing good.
All right, tell her I send my regards.
I will.
And it was like I was crying. I'm not gonna front.
You're a kid.
And my mom, she was a strong black woman, man. My mom was born like they're not made of what we're made of. To my understanding, I thought that South Africa was predominantly white because of what they took. I don't know if it was doing war or just trying to do like Trump is doing now. You know what I mean? Took the land and the diamonds and whatever.
What did you think after Mandela took over? What did you think after that?
Well, I hate to say this, but I thought Mandela played the same role like Obama. You know what I mean? Like, that person that went to prison, when he came home, he wasn't that same person that went in. You understand? He came out like he had to kiss ass or something. You know what I mean? support him because he's black.
And there were nukes. The conversation had nukes involved because Israel wanted to fought back with the right last time. Got rid of these people were fighting. Black
Yeah.
people in the street with guns, fighting the white apartheid soldiers and burning white people's houses.
Yeah, they should.
So they had to bring Mandela out to make it a kumbaya.
Yeah, to
Don't do
calm
them.
calm your people down.
Yeah, don't
But he
them.
wasn't the same. He didn't have the same heart. Them 26 years
What do you feel about?
took his heart.
What do you feel about? Do you know about? What do you know about Winnie Mandela?
His wife?
Yeah, the one he didn't make first lady.
I don't know why he did that. Maybe he was going through. But you know what? Because she didn't want to. Maybe because she didn't want to play the game he was playing. So he shut her down. You gotta go. You're not on board.
And she fought for him for those whole 26 years.
Exactly.
Keeping his name relevant outside.
Right. So he could have power.
Yes.
And he did that.
This is
Yeah. You know, listen. Some people, I hate to say it, but some people just don't get it. Some people
Yeah.
don't have the heart.
Yes.
Right now, I wish we had the unity that we had when Malcolm X and
Yeah.
Martin Luther King was
What
alive.
we're around, right?
Yeah, because we are the majority. And these people that I see every day, you got a quarter, my black brothers and sisters that's on drugs. I'm not talking about weed.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you smoking crack and heroin and Xanax and all this other stuff that the white man let in this country
Yeah.
to keep you under control. If we had the unity that we had back then, we would shut it down.
You know, that's part of the origin of the Zulu coalition. Was for that, was to bring together all the royals and come together and fight one at a time.
But they just want to put us in jail, kill us, make sure you get a felony, so now you're not relevant.
Yeah.
But yet they let these terrorist cells in this country.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I do believe, listen, the World Trade Center was not Bin Laden. It was the president right here.
Tell me again about Harlem. I always try to explain to people, but I feel like as someone who was not a first generation
Harlem was our
Harlemite,
Mecca.
Harlem was the Mecca.
It was our Mecca.
I tried to explain to someone that if I don't say I'm from Manhattan. I don't say I grew up in Manhattan. I grew up in Harlem. It's very specific.
Yeah, because I grew up right in the center of Harlem. Actually,
Yes.
I remember the first movie theater I was allowed to go to by myself was the Westwood Theater. It was right there where it cuts into Morningside
Yeah.
and Amsterdam.
Uh-huh.
Movies was like 35 cents back then.
Wow.
And then the Apollo was next, and then they had the Loews.
Was the Cotton Club still active then?
No, they rebuilt the Cotton Club down by the pier.
Mm.
I don't think that's the original location.
Oh, it's not? I always thought it was.
I don't think so.
How was the Apollo then?
Great.
Yeah.
You know, back then, it was the most beautiful theater we had.
Yeah.
Because it didn't look like the West End. The West End, you had to sit with your feet up on the chicks, the big rats running.
Yeah.
You know, but the Loews was like nice. But the Apollo was like the best.
I was trying to tell him that growing up in Harlem, it's like you, at any time in the month, there can be somebody who's a legendary person right there doing something on 125th Street or somewhere in
Yeah.
Harlem. It becomes regular.
You can, how can I say it? You you think about the one celebrity that you probably think you wouldn't run into, and you would run into? Because my mom knew, what's his name? He's a writer.
Baldwin?
You hit it. How did you know that?
I know the Baldwin family that lives on St. Nicholas Place.
I remember he came to my house for dinner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
James Baldwin.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was very sharp. I mean, I'm young. I was a kid, but I was smart enough to keep my mouth closed and listen and pay attention. He was very smart. That's a smart man. And my mom knew him. And I had a friend named Martine Barrett. She's from Paris. And she knew him.
Yeah, he spent time
She
in
was
Paris.
a photographer.
Oh, wow.
And I was doing work with her when I was like 9, modeling, taking pictures. But I would dress, the theme was the 20s, 30s, so the clothing that I had on was from back then.
Like the suits and stuff?
Yeah,
Nice.
and the pictures were black and white.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? So, and through her, I got to meet a lot of different people too.
I was explaining to him too how Soho wouldn't be Soho that people know about if it wasn't for Harlem.
Yeah, of course not.
Oh, Harlem! No, for the last time, my brother, on the last note, what would you say about
Harlem nice, sis, for real.
Harlem.